Thanks for waiting, everybody. Peace and love. YouTube had a struggle going live this morning. Today we're going to talk about the way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart, said the Buddha. But before we get to that, I want to make a little announcement that I made yesterday at Mystic Tea Salon. For those of you who don't attend, I've accepted a call to become one of the 2 chaplains at the Maine State Maximum Security Prison starting on September 8th. It was a difficult decision, but it's a calling that happened to me. And I want to let you know that next Wednesday, after 443 times that we've been together, and some of you have been here every single time, and I thank you for that. I hope that the lesson that you've learned here, regular practice, works. The stick-to-itiveness, the dedication. But next Wednesday, that'll be the last one of Wednesday meditation. And next Monday will be the last Monday meditation. And it breaks my heart to say it, but I'll be sending out an email this week. If you're on my email list, I'll write the whole thing out so that you can better understand what's going on. I know, Judith. I'm so sorry. Anyway, let's get to meditation. And you can always talk to me, privately. The way is not in the sky, the way is in the heart, said the Buddha. This deceptively simple line attributed to the Buddha is a profound mystical insight. It's not only to Buddhist understanding, but also it resonates across all the major mystical traditions, East and West. And so let's do a little layered analysis of this singular line. In mystical language, metaphorical language, sky often represents the heavens, the transcendence, the external aspirations, the upward look, the pursuit of liberation out there somewhere. For many seekers, the spiritual journey starts with this upward longing for heaven, for nirvana, moksha, the absolute. But the Buddha redirects the seeker. He says, not there, not above, not outside. In this way, the sky becomes a metaphor for misguided seeking. The search for the absolute, for the beloved, for the truth, for the presence, for the peace, for the bliss, for the oneness is not something distant. It's not something abstract. It is something metaphysical, but it also has a reality to it, a physical reality. And many mystics warn us, you can't climb your way into heaven. You have to look inward. The way out is the way in. In nearly every mystical tradition, the heart isn't just an organ or a symbol of emotion. It's the core of consciousness, the connecting point, the divine presence within, the tentacle that seeks and understands other people. It's the meeting point of the human and the eternal. The Buddha's phrase aligns with the Upanishads phrase, and hopefully I don't mispronounce this terribly, Hridaya Guha. You don't have to remember that. It's the cave of the heart where the self resides. Well, in my first NDE, I came back in through the heart chakra. It's always been this space for me. And the self is the capital S self, the higher self. And in Christian mysticism, it resonates with several. Okay, so first, Meister Eckhart, a bazillion times I've said this now, the eye with which I see God is the same eye that God sees me. That eye is inwardly found inside the heart. And here's a new one for you from Saint Simeon. You yourself are the light that never sets, and your eyes are those which see the invisible. You yourself, right here. And Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 6, the eye is the lamp of the body. And so if your eye is healthy, if your eye is single, is another translation for that, your whole body will be filled with light. The heart chakra, the heart is the source of compassion and wisdom, the location of connection to the beloved, the throne of the awakened awareness, the flame of divine intimacy. To say, the way of the heart is to say, you already are standing at the gate of the temple, but the gate opens inward. This quote challenges materialists and religious literalism. The way, as Christianity was called, as Taoism calls it, the way, whether understood as enlightenment, salvation, gnosis, divine union, it's not achieved by these external observances alone. And yes, definitely serving others, helping others, it is a practice of prayer, but don't be a doormat. It excludes rigid doctrines and dogmas, and not even visions and miracles. Okay, so you have visions, you have miracles, but that's a connection point. But the practice of contemplation, the practice of meditation, the practice of the inward journey gives that rootage and connection. It settles it in the world by settling us in the divine. Instead of the mystical path instead, the mystical path demands this inner transformation, the alchemy of the heart, the purifying fire of love, surrender to the divine, which results in the increased presence of the divine. And this echoes the Buddhist Dhammapada. Dhammapada. All that we are is the result of what we think. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. And if you set your mind upon the light, that's what you become. In Luke, it says the realm of God, the dimension of God, the dimension of the divine, the dimension of the beloved, the unnameable, the ineffable, it's within you. Mystics, we talk about the path a lot, but also we talk about the pathless path. Not a journey to somewhere else, but an unveiling of what already is. The way isn't something just to walk, but something to be realized. Stillness over striving, being over becoming, descent into the presence over ascent into the abstraction. In this understanding, in this truth, the heart isn't just a sentimental or emotional organ, but a mystical organ of perception. The place of union, the womb of the real with a capital R. In the Buddha's words, pierce the illusion with perception. Well, not quite his words, but, a close approximation. Pierce illusion with gentle perception. The way isn't in the sky. It's not in the distance. It's not dogma or doctrine. It's right here, where silence blooms into knowing, into being, into dissolving into the love with the capital L, the unconditional. Now, this quote, attributed to Buddha, not only is to be analyzed, but internalized. So we're going to meditate in a moment. And during our meditation, if you don't have a chant already, maybe use I am here. If you don't have a prayer, I am here. Feel this not just as a road to walk, but a depth to sink into. Because there's really no road to the beloved. There's only the beloved. And the stripping away of self. The turning of the heart toward home again and again and again. And then it will arrive. Thank you, Judith. Good morning, Pat. Thanks, Wanda. The gates open inward. Thanks, Hildy. Yeah, I'll try to write out the whole story of what happened and let you know. Send it by email. So if you're not on my list already, my subscription list, please sign up. I'll probably send this letter out on Wednesday or Thursday. All right, so let's meditate together. I'm going to allow me, please, to settle in here and kick off my Birks. All right, my dad's Birkenstocks. I'm wearing my dad's shoes. Let's allow me to lead you into a meditation here. So please close your eyes. Let your breath flow in and out slowly and gently, just naturally, with no control. Feel it rise and fall with each breath. Arrive more fully into the moment. With each breath descend into your heart chakra. Bring your mind to that space between your lungs. If you wish, you could picture a luminous chamber of the heart. Just rest here. Follow your breath. If your mind wanders like a bird, bring it back to your breath and your chant, your prayer, your imagination of the chamber of your heart. Peace and love, everyone. I'll see you soon. Everything is, every time is now. Through your tremendous body of recorded and available work, we will remain community and keep healing and growing. That is my hope, and I hope to continue to participate myself. Mystic Tea Salon in particular. You're welcome, Wanda. It's a pleasure to know you. Peace be with all of us. Thanks, Kristen. Thanks, Peggy. Thanks, Judith. See you soon.